What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Boise State versus Notre Dame college football game going down on Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Before I get into the free pick, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and are just looking for my best bets, you can do that over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description in this video, say Brad's best picks. That includes also my $25 play of the day, which is my best pick every single day. You know we'll have one locked and loaded for this Saturday slate, but let's get right into this one, guys. This is going to be a fun game. I think this is going to be a fun game. I don't know how competitive it's going to be, but we got Boise State headed into Notre Dame. Two teams that started off the season rough. Obviously, Boise State losing that game to USF. Notre Dame losing that game to Miami. But, I mean, these teams have been rolling over the last couple weeks, man. You know, Boise State, ever since losing that game to USF, beat Eastern Washington 51-14, Air Force 49-37, Appalachian State 47-14. Don't get me wrong, those aren't the best opponents, but they're rolling. They're putting up a ton of points. It's the same with Notre Dame. You know, you lose that game to Miami by 3 points. Tough. You lose that game to Texas A&M by 1 point. Their two losses this season against Miami and Texas A&M were combined by only 4 points. Like this Notre Dame team is this close to being, you know, recognized as one of the top teams in the league, but they had to go against two powerhouses and, you know, just came up short. But against some of the weaker opponents, you know, we saw them go play Purdue 56-30, and then last week put a beating on Arkansas 56-13. The over for Notre Dame is currently 4-0 this season, and the over for Boise State is 3-1 this season. As we see here, the total set at 62.5 for a good reason, because both these teams have been blowing up the scoreboard. I think we're going to see a lot of people jumping on the over just because what these teams have done over the last couple weeks. But I kind of want to zag while everyone's zigging, man. I don't know if I'm getting too cute here, but I think this number's a bit inflated. I think Notre Dame's defense actually showed us something last week. I mean that Arkansas offense is high powered. Like Taylor Green, they have some. That's a high powered offense, and Arkansas only scored 13 points against that Notre Dame defense. Arkansas was home in that game too, so I actually really liked how Notre Dame's defense stepped up there, and it could be a case where, you know, this Notre Dame defensive unit just needed a couple games to get things together, and now we're actually going to see Notre Dame play defense how they usually do, which is usually pretty solid. I mean, they were one of the best defensive teams last year. So I kind of like that. And then Boise State's defense looked good last week as well. You know, they went against App State. Definitely not a world beater, but, you know, App State only put up 14 against them. So I think this number is a bit inflated. I think just because these teams have been over machines all season long, that's why we see this number at over 60. I think Notre Dame gets stops here. I think Boise State will struggle to get stops here. But with the total this high, man, if we could just get a few stops on both sides, I think this under will be fine. So, you know, I'm kind of more of a contrarian play going against all the data, but I'm going to roll with an under here. I'm going to roll with the under here. Like I said, I was pretty impressed with that Notre Dame defense last week. So that's going to be my play, guys. I appreciate you watching this, man. Drop a like, drop in the comments who you're taking in this game. Check out my $25 play of the day. Like I said, that is my best pick every single day. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube, because we're just trying to help you guys win some money, and we catch you on the next one.